And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And our starting pitcher here today, Luis Gil.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Tyler Fitzgerald leading things off and takes a strike. Well struck left field. Bangs off the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So digging in, Jung-Hoo Lee.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Headed down the line, and that will drop foul. Gil was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout.
Talking about that shutout, he really had everything working for him. Not many pitchers nowadays who can turn a lineup over 3 times and still be effective, Boog. So what he did is impressive.
Next offering is downstairs. Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. There's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Man at second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Elliot Ramos. There's a line drive to left field. Catches, stumbles, hangs on.
It looked like somebody pulled a parachute on that ball, but good concentration. Stumbled a little bit, but was able to hold on to it as he made contact with the ground.
Back now in the Bronx. And now here's the starter for San Francisco, Hayden Birdsong. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Chisholm, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in the Bahamas. Just off the outside edge, 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ramos pulls it down, and there's one down. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Francisco Lindor.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Here's Jose Ramirez, one of the stars in the win yesterday. as he had 3 hits. And a ground ball to first. And Ramirez is set down.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Juan Soto.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 2.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Ramos. And that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second inning
Leading
set
off
to
for San
go.
Francisco,
And
the
digging in for
shortstop,
San Francisco, Willie Adames. Adames with a homer in his last game. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Gets under it and pops it up. Harper has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And here is Matt Chapman. Chapman gets a piece there. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a
right
little
fielder,
harder out there on the
Gerard
mound. I mean, he is just
Encarnacion.
mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Gerard Encarnacion in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Good eye right there.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Batting 8, the designated
And now
hitter,
it's Wilmer
number
Flores.
Flores.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Batting 9, the catcher, number 14.
Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Just missed. Next offering upstairs.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the second game of the series. Got it. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back in the Bronx,
Leading
ready to go for the last half of the inning. It's Aaron Judge now.
Judge.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
You know, Brew, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Fastball is outside. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here comes Bryce Harper. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And off the base of the wall. Here comes the Judge around third. He'll score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Man at second. Swings through that.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. Harper at second with nobody out. Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty. You think he caught him off guard with a fastball right there, Chris? He didn't look ready for it.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that's exactly what happened. You look at the sequence of pitches. He didn't see anything firm until that last fastball. So you got to think he was still sitting off speed and just couldn't react quick enough to even get a swing off. That's good pitching right there.
Yainer Diaz stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. One out, a runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. Late swing fouled off. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a
Batting
two-strike
eighth, the center
situation,
fielder,
it's just
Jackson
become such a problem for hitters in
Merrill.
more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not.
Ball.
And that one gets away at the plate.
One ball.
Got
no strike.
him. Great throw, and that's the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Giants,
On to the
second
third
baseman,
inning. Here's the
Tyler
second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Heel back to work. That's in there.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count. Then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
That one ripped. That's back. And gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. Third home run of the season. It's 1-1.
Really impressive hitting a ball that far going into the wind. Nothing was going to stop it from getting over the wall. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So up next, Jung-Hoo Lee. Caught looking his first time up. Pitch
Ball.
misses there. Ball one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter. Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish, Boo. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
And now it's even up. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Harper makes the grab, and there's one down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just
The
a
bat,
little bit
the
quick.
first
Front
baseman,
shoulder
Lamont
open, backside
Wade
collapsed a
Jr.
little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
So here's Wade now. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. One out, bases empty, and a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
2-2.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. That's out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder, Elliott Ramos.
And now here is Elliott Ramos. He's 0 for 1. First
Too
offering,
high.
and it just misses. Foul ball there.
Clearly he was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but he certainly didn't miss a stitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. It's a run for the Giants on the solo blast. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
up for
And
the
now
Yankees,
Jackson
the center
Merrill.
fielder, Jackson
Merrill came up with 4 hits in his last game. Fought off foul. 0-1 now. Check swing, called strike.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one not close. And that's ball one.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Outside with a breaking ball.
2 strikes.
That's to third. Chapman fires over to first. One up, one down.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Brenton.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman.
So the batting order turns over. Jazz Chisholm Jr. digs in now. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Doyle, the runner at second with one away. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nabs it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's under it. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Still tied, 1-1. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off for
check
the
out the
Giants,
latest news from
shortstop,
around the league.
Willie Adames.
The wide to kick the pitch. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Adames goes 6'1", 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Chapman stands in now, looks at that one inside. And that misses. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Fouled off left side. That
Ball
one
three.
misses, and that's ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Bangs another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
So 2 down now, and here is Herrera Encarnacion. And there's a strike. Late with the swing there.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. So they make short work of him there. And midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back for more from the Bronx. John Giambi and Chris Singleton with you.
Hitter,
And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Juan
Soto.
Soto. And a foul ball. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. Out of here. He nails one out to right. His 2nd homer this series. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Late on that fastball.
He's pitching
ball,
well, but
1
not
strike.
throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now Judge drives one. Deep left field. That one back. Gone. So he goes yard to left. And they add a run. It's 3-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Doubled his first time up. And that one misses up and in. 1-0. And
Ball
another
2.
ball, bird song. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Next offering is in for a strike. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Ramos flying after this one. And there's one down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This to third. Chapman over to first in time. Lindor retired.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Lee right there to make the grab. And that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back.
Leading off
Quite
for
a
the Giants,
pitcher's duel
the
so
designated
far. Here's
hitter,
how the starters
Wilmer
have performed up to this point. And the right-hander back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
And up next for the Giants, Patrick Bailey. That's off the mark, and that is ball 1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Right through there for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
And that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, the second baseman, Tyler
Digging in,
Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald. He's already homered in this game. Strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play. No runs, no hits, no errors. Home half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Giants 1. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Just missed. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Randy Rodriguez up and loosening in the pen. Beck warming up as well. And that's outside. Ball 2. Just missed.
3 balls, no strike.
And that's in for a strike.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses.
Take your
So a
base.
leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much
Now
gifted
batting,
at first
the
base
left
with a
fielder,
quick free
Brenton.
pass.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants
Doyle.
dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Hayden Birdsong done for the afternoon, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment.
Now pitching for
New
San
arm for the
Francisco,
Giants, Randy
number
Rodriguez.
73.
He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Rodriguez.
So a man at first. Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Out towards left center. Ramos. He makes the grab. 1 down. So the lineup flips over. And up next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here goes the runner. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to second, and he's out.
Well, the throw bounced in there perfectly. Really nice job on the bag. Pick it, apply that tag, hold it on him. Just didn't get a good jump over there at first base. That's half the battle of stealing bases, maybe even more.
2 down, nobody on. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Down in order go the Yankees as the lead remains 3-1. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Heel back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Just shy of the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Heel makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The batter, the left fielder, Elliott.
Now the Giants 4-hitter, Elliott Ramos. 0 for 2 in this one.
Going wide.
Out there to center. That one gets down for a hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Here's the pitch to Adames. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ramos, the runner at first with 2 gone. Slowly on the ground to short. Lindor throws to first in time, and they get Adames for the out. 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 3 and the Giants 1. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jose Ramirez. That missed by a lot, and it's 1-0. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Doval, the right-hander, also getting loose. That misses, and the count now 2-0. Line drive. And foul ball. That one drifts inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. Out. Nicely done for the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one wrapped foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's
Now
hard to bring
right
that
fielder,
to a halt
Aaron.
once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. Chapman over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check, but they still lead it 3-1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Encarnacion stands in now and watches strike 1. And that is out of play. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Next is the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Slider misses outside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Up the middle, Lindor. And the inning is over.
Out.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 3 and the Giants 1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Camilo Doval.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Camilo Doval.
And now it's Bryce
Leading
Harper
up
to the
for
plate.
the Yankees, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
And there's a strike. Doval, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That one hit to right. Fitzgerald brings it in. And there are 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch.
Now
We all
batting,
know
the
those
catcher,
can be a little tricky,
Yankees.
especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Yainer Diaz. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Man, that
No
was
ball,
pretty gross
1
right
strike.
there.
Outside low, and the count even 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next offering is in the dirt. Tranquilo Camilo notches the K. So the Yanks go in order, and the score stays 3-1. We go to the
Leading
8th.
off for the
Now it's the Giants catcher,
number
Patrick
14,
Bailey.
Patrick
New pitcher for the Yankees, Hunter Gaddis.
Well, the
Now
best relievers
pitching for
love
the
the
New York
opportunity to come
Yankees,
in and protect a tight lead
number 33,
late in the ball game. Some of them are just
Hunter
wired different, so we'll
Gaddis.
see what he's got here.
That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Fitzgerald, the next to hit, takes outside. Line drive. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
The batter, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Popped up. Ramirez gets there. He's under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Wade in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Yankees 3 and the Giants 1.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Giants.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
68.
8th. Eric Miller.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think that's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So digging in,
Leading
Jackson
off for the
Merrill.
Yankees, the center fielder,
Well,
Jackson
on paper, it's favorable to have a
Merrill.
fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That
Ball
one
2.
missed.
2-2.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one
Look
missing
out.
inside. Goes down looking.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed.
Now
Gets the out.
batting, the left fielder, Brenton Doyle.
And next for New York, Brenton Doyle. He is singled and he is flied to left. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's outside. And 1-1.
1-1.
that one
2-1.
upstairs. That misses the zone. Now 3-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of
Now
relievers who
batting,
can come
the
in and
second
get the
baseman.
swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's a laser base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close,
Now
but
batting,
the hitting
third
streak will live
baseman,
on at
Huck
least another
Finn.
day.
Little bit of a tense
Rob
moment,
Perez.
Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
He swings and fouls one off. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
All set for the start of the
Leadoff for
inning.
San
And
Francisco,
now it's
the
going to
left
be
fielder,
Elliot
Elliot
Ramos.
Ramos.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his
Now
slider.
pitching
It's just
for the New
filthy,
York
man. And
Yankees.
one of the better ones in the game,
Number
I'd say.
19.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a
Mason
ton.
Miller.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics.
Batter,
Hits against a
number 2.
firm front side,
Really?
and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Willie Adames stands in. That one to triple digits.
No.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Cut on and missed at 101. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Strikes him out with 101.
Now batting, the third baseman,
He's 2
Matt
outs away.
Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman. And this is very likely the last chance he gets to keep his hitting streak alive. It's through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
The batter, the right
Well, he
fielder,
keeps the hitting streak
Gerard
going with that ninth inning
Encarnacion.
knock right there. Coming through under pressure, and not the ideal way to get the job done, Boog, but it works.
You know, only once during DiMaggio's famous hitting streak did he wait till the 9th inning to extend it. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and the best thing to do is get that thing out of the way early. No doubt about it. You can move on with the game. Otherwise, you start gripping the bat a little tighter as the game progresses towards the end.
And that's a strike. Off the catcher and rolls away. And the runners will move up.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wilmer Flores.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now here is Wilmer Flores. 1 for 3. Cracks his bat and pops him up. He never gets off a throw. Everyone's safe, and a run comes in to score. Hello.
Bailey.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
The Giants down to their final strike. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, Boog, if it's a day ending in Y, then you can expect a win for this team. I'm not sure the last time I saw a run like this. Everything seems to be clicking for them, and it's hard to see much that could derail them from this hot stretch. What a win streak.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.